Hey everybody, Lair Farmer 73 here. I know I've been gone a little while. This new job just kind of got the best of me, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna do my best to put out videos whenever I can when I get time. But today, I just wanted to show you, as you can see, I'm starting out showing you the lake out here because my land is completely surrounded by water. It goes out from the lake and it comes down this 40-foot wide creek. It flows into it all the way down. So it make it real hard for me to plant stuff. When I plant things, I just don't just jam them in the ground. It's a couple of things I have to do first because all of this land down here, as you can see, my land is down in a bowl. I'm like in a fish bowl. For one, all my neighbors can look down at me. You know, when you look up at their houses, you got to look up at them. And so that leaves this land really wet all year round. Well, it's hard to grow fruit trees, or any tree for that matter, when it's really, really wet. So what I have to do is all this mulch that sits around the bottom and the base of each tree, it looks like that now, but believe it or not, that tree is really out of the soil about 5 to 6 inches, each tree that I plant, so it can breathe. Because if you don't do that, your tree is literally going to drown, just like a human. It'll drown and die. And honestly, I did one tree, and it was this one that I chucked. This is a pink lady apple tree. Look at the root system on it. It looked terrible, terrible. And it got some kind of powdery mildew disease all up and down the tree. I'm just chucking that tree. I don't want it to infect the rest of my tree. But that's the prime example of I did not raise that tree up out of this wet soil. And I literally grabbed that tree by the limb. Once I started seeing the disease and it wasn't growing when everything else is growing, I literally grabbed it and picked it up and pulled it out of the ground. It's been in the ground for a year. There's no way I should have been able to do that. So here's where it was. The only tree that I didn't mound up, I just dug a hole and put it in there, and it didn't work out. So I'm going to show you, here's an example, a perfect example, because I really went crazy on my donut peach tree, my Saturn tree. I really went crazy and mounded this one up because I didn't want nothing to happen to it. As you can see, let me give you a little visual from the ground. Look how high up that's raised. You really still can't get a good picture of it. But I really, that thing is up about 8 inches, 10 inches. You really just can't tell. And I'm going to show you how I do it. Number one, when I have a plant in a pot like this, all I really do is disturb and prepare my soil. Okay, I disturb it, dig it up, and prepare it, add some, some compost and stuff in it. But I don't go crazy. I don't dig deep. And with one hand, I'm gonna try to do this. This is my Lapin's cherry tree. They grow down here in the south, so that's really going to help. But I don't want to disturb none of my fruit. Oh, that sumbitch is heavy. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get it out of the pot. Well, let's see if I can yank this sucker up like this. I'm gonna put some of this dirt in the pot, in the hole, because I'm gonna show you what I do. I'm gonna show you exactly how I get these. There we go. He ready to launch out of here now. Oh, you big old baby. Look at that. Look at that root structure. When I bought that, that was in a 3-gallon pot. Now look at that root structure. Okay, come with me. I'm sorry for the bouncing around as usual. Now, what I do, I dig it down maybe all right now, Jim. I dig it down maybe 3 or 4 inches. Now with this big monster here, that's about 14 inches, 16 inches deep. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna dig it down a little farther. And I'm gonna take it down maybe, hold on, I'm gonna dig this hole. I don't want you guys to sit and watch this. Hold tight, be right back. Okay, I dug a hole and I took it down maybe 8 inches. Now my next thing I'm gonna do, I'm literally just gonna set this tree in here and rough it up a little bit, just a little bit, because it's already loose. Got good soil I got going on in there. Ooh. That's all. Just rough it up a little bit. Let it start growing. It's perfect time to grow. I don't put fertilizer in the hole like some people do. Come on, baby. There we go. Get that all in there. And now, I literally get that bottom. Spank the bottom a little bit. Okay, that's good. Now, I just set that in there. Now, you see how high that's sitting? Wait, I'm going to give you a better view of that. Give me a second. Okay. You see how high that's sitting out of the ground? All I'm going to do is mound this soil up and wood chips around it. That's as much burying as I'm going to do. When I do that, that gives this thing some area to breathe. Excuse me, I'm breathing a little hard. I had a little cold and a little lung infection a little bit, but I'm fine. Just, you know, I never breathe too hard. Anyway, that's it. So all I'm gonna do now is literally close it up like that. Mound it up. I'm even gonna get more soil and throw it around there. And that's gonna be it. So if you stay in a moist, wet area like I am, this is how you should be planting your trees. If you have wet, damp areas, you can still plant, but you have to raise it up. You really do, or your tree is gonna die, like my pink lady apple over there. So, okay, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna rake that around, get some mulch and put around it, and literally, as you can see, that's done. That's what I do. And all of them are like that. You just can't really tell anymore. But those things sit up real nice. And look how big they are. Beautiful, full. All of them need to be trimmed, but I'm gonna wait till the spring. But that's how I do it. That's how all my trees end up pretty decent back here. Because most of the year in the winter, well, not most of the year, but in the winter time, or these storms that we get down here, when it rains, this whole area is useless. You can't even walk on it. So, come with me, you guys. Be a part of trying to put my land back together for, you know, my chicken coop over there. It was destroyed by the tree that's laying down over there. I got a new shed coming soon enough. I bought one and I don't have time to put it together, so I got another one coming that they're gonna put together. I'm not touching it. I'd rather just pay a little bit more money. You know, sometimes what people don't realize is your time is more expensive than anything else. So anyway, you guys get a better look at that from here. There you go. Just a big pile, and that's just going to all kind of sink down and settle down in there, and it's just going to be great. So thank you guys for watching. Hope I didn't bounce you around too much. If you got any questions, please ask. You know I'm going to get back with you as soon as I can. Thank you so much, everybody. Laird Farmer 73, and I am out. Dropped my shovel right at the right time.